of police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship, body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
We are back live, and I went to bed for a couple hours while Aaron filled in and Paul Watson. And then, of course, we just premiered that amazing part one. We've got 8 hours of it. So I guess it's part 1 of 8 of the Charlotte Iserbyt information. She's the lady that exposed Skull and Bones, gave the information to Anthony Sutton. But I was back there asleep on the couch, and the whole way the guys just came and got me up. And we are now, I don't know, how many hours are we into this 4th annual money bomb against the New World Order? I mean, I am operating on about 2 cylinders, 21 hours into this. And I don't have a sore throat from talking. It was just, here's the thing. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I don't. Until I do some special event or something. And then I found one person in the office that smoked cigarettes, and I smoked 1 cigarette. And then I said, go get me some. And during breaks, I think I sucked down an entire package of cigarettes last night. I mean, what is my problem? And now I feel like I just gargled with broken beer bottles or something. I mean, oh man, this is not fun. Actually, oh God. All right, Gerald Celente, the illustrious trends forecaster, is going to be with us for the next hour and a half, and I am just very, 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 very honored that he's with us. I know the crew is, a lot of them are here today. Gerald Celente's website, of course, is trendsresearch.com. And I couldn't think of a better person to have on with the whole Euro situation, the incredible Homeland Security calls to restrict free speech, just the Orwellian weirdness that we are now facing as a society. And again, Gerald Celente joins us, is joining us here in a moment of trendsresearch.com. I want to also go over to Infowars.com and check on the donations, because we've built quite a compound over here of pro-liberty, pro-freedom, news websites, films, the nightly news show. Jesse Ventura called me last night. God, about 11 o'clock at night. Well, I got a call earlier than that from Tyrell, then a call from Jesse about the judge just completely throwing out his TSA suit. I mean, it can't even be heard. Just no even discussion of the Fourth Amendment, because it's all under martial law and Homeland Security. They're now running checkpoints on the highway. We've got a link to that up at Infowars.com. That's all coming up as well. Of course, we had George Noory on last night with us. That was extremely informative. We appreciate George spending time with us. This is just going to be a very power-packed hour-and-a-half interview coming up. And then I have Jim Mars, Alan Watt joining us, along with Bob Chapman. Man, I tell you, kids, never smoke cigarettes. That's all I can say. What in the world? We've raised $223,000. $223,000, and that will hire 3 or 4 people and get a lot of the equipment we need. I understand we're in a depression. Without even trying, we've raised $400 and something thousand last year. I I didn't push this as hard as I did, you know, the year before. And I've told people, I don't want people donating who are on a shoestring or something. Do not do it. But for all of you middle-class folks that don't want to be collectivized and taken over by the corporate banker Borg, it's a good time to donate at InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. And just look at the last 21 hours of information you've seen and heard here. Now is the time to step up to the plate and take action. We're not the government that comes and forcibly takes your money at the barrel of a gun and then uses it against you. Or we're not globalist-funded NPR that still has fundraisers. You know, there's this idea of demonizing alternative media and news systems because they don't want us to ever get together. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. That's InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. We got a few folks up there answering the phones right now. 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. We'll have open phones later as well. And I want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank all of you over the years that have bought the books, the videos, the T-shirts, the PrisonPlanet.tv memberships. We've got a 15-day free trial going right now, but all the streams are up there. All of you that sent the link to InfoWars Money Bomb out to people with the free video stream, all of it. We couldn't have done this without you, but especially those of you that did donate. But again, spreading the word is donating. Buying a bumper sticker is donating. Donating at the website is donating, obviously. Thank you so much, InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com or 888-253-3139. Well, I take you now to Gerald Celente, who really needs no introduction, but best-selling author, researcher, earlier in life, you know, was a lobbyist, consultant, worked for high-powered politicians, saw it from the inside and the outside of the corporate world, government world, and he has predicted much of what is now unfolded. And instead of myself throwing out all the issues I want to go over with him, which I will, I want to just first welcome Gerald. Gerald, good to have you with us.
Oh, thanks, and best of good fortune with your fundraising.
Well, we got to do it. You know, we need to be robust in the fight against the globalist, and it's just great to have other folks like you out there as well, because certainly it brings diversity to the debate and depth to the understanding, but also then we're not lone targets out there, my friend. Gerald, on your radar screen, what are you most focused on right now?
Well, there are two things. The European crisis and the pending next war they're going to lead us into. You know, people say, for example, that, you know, Obama's hands are tied. He only could do so much. Oh, yeah? Look how his hands were untied when he took us to war with Libya. Remember that little beauty?
And the little kid with her jaw blown off? Yeah, that was real. That's Peace Prize. Oh,
yeah, that's right. And also, of course, a humanitarian mission as they destroyed cities throughout Libya. But anyway, the point is that on one end, you can see what they can do and won't do. And on the other end, you see what they're incapable of doing. And the incapable is the European crisis. And what they're doing now is they're focusing on Greece, of course. And when you look at Greece, it's the smallest country among the European Monetary Union nations. And they're in trouble. So they're saying now if Greece goes default, you know, everything's going to collapse. Well, if the tiniest one is going to go bust, what's going to happen to the rest of those pigs? Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Spain, along with Greece. So now we're looking at a GDP to debt ratio in Italy that's off the charts. They're not going to be able to pay back their debt. You're looking at $500 billion, $1 trillion rather, debt just in Greece. And so you hear them say things that if Greeks don't agree to the terms set by the European Monetary Union and the others in the Troika, that they're not going to loan them a couple of $1 billion. So the couple of $1 billion that they're going to loan them is not going to make any difference. These are not bailouts. These are adding more debt on top of old debt. But you have to put the whole thing together. There is no way out. The only thing the Europeans are doing is what the Fed is doing, and that's printing more digital money, not worth the paper it's not printed on. So then you look at what Silvio Berlusconi, or I like to say burlesque Berlusconi, because, boy, it's one freak show over there, and in Italy. And he came out this week and he said that the euro is a strange currency that has not convinced anyone. Now, think of that. This is Berlusconi, one of the major economic forces in the world, calling the euro a strange currency that hasn't convinced anyone. That should be headline news. No. It's one little sentence printed on a Saturday that most people don't read the newspaper, and then, of course, he retracted it later. What he's saying is the whole thing is a Ponzi scheme, and it's all collapsing around us. There is no way out. What's the good news? Listen to public enemy number one, Osama bin Bernanke. He said, you know, the Fed slashed their growth rate. They got it wrong, or they lied. And that they're sorry that, you know, the economy isn't coming along as they expected. You know, who could get away with this? So what does the market go up on, the stock market? The two good pieces of news. Number one, that the European central banks just cut their interest rates. Cut their interest rates? What does that mean? Well, that means loose money policy. Loose money policy? That means printing more crap. Gold went up $30 on that news, and the other good news as to why the market is going up in the States, because they expect the Fed to do quantitative easing 3. So the whole thing, Alex, is collapsing in front of us, and all they're doing is to put on a show, as they're putting on right now over in France as the G20 are meeting. And all you do is have to show footage of the world leaders going to the G20 meeting. It makes the Academy Awards look like a 2-bit show. You know, they say that politics is show business for ugly people. They just put on the Academy Awards show over in France for the G20 meeting. They got more red carpets rolled out there. You could roll them from Hollywood to New York. They have so much red carpet out there. They have set designers that build these phony multi-million-dollar sets, and the paparazzi, the prostitute paparazzi, shooting off flashes of the world leaders coming to the stage.
It's like, oh, there's another scam artist, ugly criminal. Oh, there's another scammer that's owned by this bank. And then they'll shut down all over the world. One of my reporters got arrested there for no reason. I mean, he's suing him, by the way. Rob Dew is from the thing that happened in Pittsburgh. But they shut down whole cities. And in Pittsburgh, there's video of old women coming out of a store with bags. And the cops are during the day saying no one on the street. And they just release German Shepherds on them. So it's like the police are the prostitutes, too. Because when the global bankers show up, they're like, God, let's just go beat the hell out of some old women. Let's show off to the vampire criminals. Look, I'm going to attack old women. And look, there's a reporter up there on that hill videotaping us attacking students for no reason in a park. Let's go arrest the InfoWars reporter. I mean, it's like a frothing, just like orgy of beating the hell out of the American people and gang raping us.
It's going on worldwide. I mean, look what's going on over in Greece again. They would go, you know, I've been talking about direct democracy, have referendums, let the people vote. And that's what they were going to do in Greece. I mean, after all, if you're going to tax the people as they're losing jobs, cut services, take their pensions and benefits away from them, and increase the retirement age till after you die, how about letting the people vote? So they say they're going to